Have you ever had the goal to improve your health, to make different choices, to change your lifestyle, to change the outcomes of your everyday experiences, to reverse maybe a chronic disease, to lose weight, to improve your sleep, whatever goal it may be? A lot of times it can be daunting to know where to start, how to make those first steps. So if your goal is to improve your health in any way, I'm going to talk about today the 3 things that you need to do first to set yourself up to win, to make those drastic actions. Hi, I'm Dr. Amanda, and this is Freely Shine with Dr. Amanda, where every week we talk about different wellness-related topics from health, exercise, fitness, nutrition, joints, whatever it may be, anything related to your whole body well-being, we talk about it here. Now, the first thing to do before you implement any major factors into choosing healthier choices, the first thing that you must do is ask yourself the question, why? Why do you want to be healthier? Why do you want to change your diet? Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to reverse your chronic disease? Whatever it may be, the first thing you have to do before you make any action is ask yourself the question, why? And really dig deep into that answer. When you're digging into your why behind whatever health choices or health goals that you have for yourself, my best recommendation is to do the 7 levels of why, to really dig deep into what your why is behind whatever choices or lifestyle changes you want to make. So how you do the 7 levels of why is fairly simple. I recommend journaling. You can even meditate on it or speak it out loud, talk to someone about it. But you start by first, okay, what is my goal or what is my health dream? Say it is to be the fittest version of myself possible. Okay. The question, why? Because I want to look like the epitome of vibrant health. Okay. Second question, why? Why do you want to look like the epitome of vibrant health? Why? Because I want to motivate other people to be empowered to reach their health goals too. And then you ask yourself the 3rd level of why. Well, why do you care about other people reaching their health goals? Why is that important to you? So as you can see, you simply keep digging deep and asking yourself the question of why until you get to that full rooted why behind whatever choice it is that you want to make moving forward. That's one of my favorite exercises to do in terms of if you're making any decision, really digging deep into what is the why behind it. Because if your why is big enough, if you know the true reason behind your goals, it makes any how, any what a lot more manageable. Because if, say, your why is relatively large, like you want to lose 100 pounds, or your goal is to lose 100 pounds, your why has to equal how great the goal is, right? Otherwise, that 100 pounds, a week in, you may see a bag of potato chips or you may see some other temptation. And if you haven't dug into why you want to make that change in the first place, whatever temptation it may be is going to be even more tempting because you're not rooted in the true meaning behind the choices you want to make or behind the actions you want to take moving forward. Second thing you want to do before you start taking actions towards your health goals, after you've dug into your why, is to envision what it looks like to experience that goal. If we're using the example of weight loss, what does it feel like? Envision what it feels like to be at that end point, to lose 100 pounds. What are the emotions? What are the experiences that you hope to gain from reaching that goal? Now, once you know, or once you can envision what that future looks like, sit in those feelings now. Whether it's through meditation or through journaling, try to experience, if we're say our goal is to lose weight, right? And what we think about when we envision ourselves at that weight loss goal, if we're thinking, oh, I'm going to feel abundant, I'm going to feel beautiful, I'm going to feel confident, right? If those are the emotions that you hope to gain from whatever your goal is, sitting in those feelings in the moment. So trying to embrace, well, what would it feel like to feel more confident? To try to attract those feelings prior to the end goal, because that's going to help you to reach that goal in the future. If you simply sit in those feelings, you're going to attract those feelings to you, and it's going to make your choices towards that end goal a lot easier if you feel more confident now. And so a lot of times as humans, we have this belief that in order for us to feel a certain way, well, I'll feel successful once I get that promotion, or I'll feel confident once I lose 50 pounds. So we're always waiting for this external circumstance to change how we feel. So if we have these big goals, my challenge is, well, what does it feel like once we reach that goal? And can we embrace those emotions today prior to that end goal ever occurring? Because if you can, it's going to allow you to reach those health journeys and to take those drastic actions every single day. It's going to make it a lot easier. Not saying it's overall going to be easy, but it makes it a lot more attainable if you experience those emotions prior to the end event. And if you can learn that the external environment and these things that happen to us do not have to control the way you feel. So if you want to lose weight so that you can have more confidence, well, how would it feel like to experience, what does that confidence feel like now? And then you're going to be more likely to attract it in the future. The third thing you want to do before you start taking any drastic actions towards reaching your health goals is you want to create an environment that is going to nurture those goals, those lifestyle changes you want to make. So for example, if your goal is to lose 100 pounds, well, you want to create an environment that supports that goal, which means maybe you don't want to have your favorite snacks in the house at all. Maybe you want to make sure that you put out your exercise clothes the night before bed so that you're more motivated in the morning. It becomes a lot easier to do those activities that you want to do to reach your goal. So creating an environment that's really focused on supporting you and supporting the outcomes you hope to gain. And other examples could be as simple as telling people about what choices you're going to make. Having people hold you accountable can also be part of creating that safe environment. If your goals are I'm going back to the lose weight because it's a common one people have in terms of health goals. Well, if that's your goal, well, maybe being surrounded by people that aren't aligned in terms of the nutrition you want to be doing or the exercises you want to be doing. If there's people in your life that will maybe try to nudge you in the opposite direction, because there unfortunately are a lot of people that we can have in our circle of friends or in our circle of family, loved ones that may not necessarily 100% support us, and trying our best to remove ourselves from situations that will lead us down the path that we are not desiring to go down. So if we have friends that meet every Thursday for drinks and buffet night, I don't know, maybe avoiding those situations and removing yourself from that environment if that doesn't align with the goals that you have for yourself moving forward. This can be really challenging because sometimes it may mean reevaluating the relationships that we have in our lives, Because if there is someone who isn't supporting you in terms of you trying to make a better version of yourself, that may be a relationship that isn't something that's going to be contributing to your whole body well-being in the future. So this can be a really difficult step to take. However, creating an environment before you make any actions is really going to help to set you up to win for whatever future lifestyle changes you want to make. Hopefully there is something that you got out of this video, and those 3 steps are things that you can implement in your own life. My challenge to you whenever it comes to your health and your wellness is to really realize that the power is in your hands. You have everything capable in you to be the healthiest version of yourself, and a lot of that depends on the drastic actions and the choices that we make. So taking responsibility for that and knowing that there's so much hope. If you're sitting here and you're not where you want to be, as long as you're alive, there is hope, there is potential for change, there is potential for growth. So the journey is never over. So I'm really glad that you decided to join. If you would like, please like my video, that'd be great. If you want to hear more wellness content, you can subscribe as well. There's also a link below that links you to my website where you can take the wellness quiz to determine if you're currently living a wellness lifestyle. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye. Shine on.